ladies and gentlemen. We're jumping into the first game here. This is a best of 7, U-Pike versus Southern Virginia. We will see how things get going here. The Knight's gonna be in red, U-Pike in the purple. First map is always a domination map, so it'll be Lijiang Towers.
Right or wrong, I'm gonna finish this war.
Alright, so Knight's starting out here. Got the normal lineup. Livy is in for Asher here for the first game. Atlas, DPS, Jack DPS, Thane, Tank, Livy Joy, support, and Ronald Reagan on the Lucio. So here we go. We're going to attack this first point here. Thane going to lead the way. Knight's not sure where the enemy is. Here they come. Get an early pick. Atlas with the May versus May kill. So the Knights with early control, but point hasn't unlocked yet, so they're not able to start capping. It's going to be eyes on the enemy Roadhog. That's their go-to thing. And there's the hook coming in on Atlas. He will ice block, though. So Knights get first control of the objective here and start getting that percentage. Thane will get hooked in, but will survive. Knights trying to find something to play around here. Atlas, another kill coming in. The Ana, good pickup here against the Roadhog. Alright, here comes the push from U-Pike. Enemy wall coming in. Knights, though, getting the kills. Knights pushing them back, not giving them a centimeter of ground. One fight there for the Knights, up at 30%. So great fight there coming in from the Knights. Let's see if they can do it again. What will they use? You got Jack over here on the side, trying to get that Cassidy away from the fight. Alright, so switch up to Mercy coming in for U-Pike. Thane with an ultimate available. Will the Knights use them here? Every second is in the favor of the Knights here while they're gaining that percent. They're up at 63. Need to get to 100. Ult comes in from Ronald Reagan, but Atlas already dead. Cassidy will get one with his ult, and that could be the deciding factor in the fight. Good rock coming in from Thane. Ronald Reagan still keeping him alive. Knights are going to have to back up, play their lives here. So it's a good fight coming in from U-Pike. Knights deciding not to use any ults there, except for the Lucio. So how will they retake? Atlas getting low already. Trying to win the side fight here. Gonna have his tank show up. So the Knights just gonna bring the whole force up around. Not worried about getting thrown off the map. Jack will die on the flank though. So Knights now in an awkward situation here. Taking a long time to decide how they want to play this. They're going to go in, they're going to use the May ult. Can they focus down the Hog? The healing is too much. Atlas goes down, and with only 1 DPS, Jack finally there. Does have access to his visor. Can he get the shots? Yes, he can. Jack finds it, but he gets hooked. Mercy brings back the Junkrat. So the Knights fail the fight. Thane been sitting on ult for almost this entire match. Atlas pushing up. How will the Knights deal with this? They have to retake the position, but they don't have any high ground control. Jack getting low. They're trying to find the fight here. Here comes the tire. Jack dies before the fight really starts. Nano going in. Thane still holding on to ultimate. Hasn't found a good moment. Might be looking for too much with it. Will get hooked up. Will use ult here. Jack going in with the visor as well. Can they kill the Hog? We will find one. Hog's still alive though. Has that sustain. Can they finish him off? They have control of the point. And they will stagger the Hog slightly. So this could be a staggered fight here. 90%, 91. U-Pike's going to have to touch before their tank can be here. Can the Knights keep picking them off? Great kill coming in. They will touch. The Knights need to kill that Lucio. They will. The Knights killing him one by one. Should be able to get this if they can deal with the Hog. Oh, it's a ball. Smart trying to get back to the point. But the Knights. Another touch? No, the Knights will take the first round. So this is a best of 3 for the first map. So the Knights take the first map of the best of 3 inside the best of 7. Took the Knights a while to get formed up there. But eventually did.
300 meters down range.
Thane held his ult for an hour, but found the window to use it. So it's a good start here from the Knights. I like the patience. They eventually found the fight they needed. All right. Pushing forward. Knights going to go through the left side. All right, they have control of the neutral ground. Doing some good chip damage. Nothing to write home about, though. They're going to make their move as the point unlocks. Livy will go down, though, so now it's a 4v5 here for the Knights. They'll wall them off, try to at least get some percent going before the fight. So this is good from the Knights here, but can they play this defensive? Can they play it slow? Oh, no, the hook comes in. They get a trade. Boulder going to take down the Hog. Hog super low, and they will find the kill on him. So the tank is down here for U-Pike. The Knights still have control. Ronald Reagan running them down. Knights need to regroup. Need to set up their defense. Ronald Reagan going to poke on the left side. Atlas and Thane trying to hold the bridge off. The Knights doing what they can, looking for some picks here with the icicles. You have access to the mail. Gonna just wall them off. Enemy ults come in. Gonna counter, but the kills come through. Thane finding a few. Hog not able to survive without his team. He's gonna get beamed down. High skill character here. Alright, Thane still has the ultimate, but some enemy ults coming up as well. Alright, Thane still holding this bridge, doing a great job. Oh, he's going to go in. He's going to go off the map, so Hog hooks him off the map. Great play coming in from the Hog. Ronald Reagan will drop as well. This fight not looking good. The Knights didn't calculate in the hook off the map. They lost their tank, but they're at 91%. So one good fight should be able to close this one out. But as we saw the last map, once U-Pike got control of the map, it was really hard for the Knights to retake. Jack trying to work to get that ultimate. Knights pushing through the main hole. Here comes Lucio, dodge the hook. Looking for a kill, gonna ult here. Mei is down. Knights making their move, using as many ults as they can. Can they take down the Hog? He's getting dangerously low, but the real too strong. Knights not able to finish him, so not enough DPS there. The Knights tried, but failed the attack. Couldn't out DPS the healing on the Hog. They used 4 ultimates there, unable to take the site. Thane still holding his ult. I think that's got to be a mistake. But with that one being online, maybe they can retake it with it. Jack poking on the right side. Gonna come back, try to get some healing. Thane in position. Gonna move up. Gonna look for the ultimate. Gonna grab the hog. Will knock him down and rock him. They take down the DPS, but they can't kill the Roadhog. Jack going to the back line, trying to get to Cassidy and Will, but Hog kills the whole team. The Knight's not able to kill that Roadhog, and this is the scary thing about this U-Pike team. Can you kill the Roadhog? If you can't, he will turn the fight, and that's what you've been seeing these last few fights. The Knights have one more chance, but they have no buttons to work with. Hog on the right side. Can they get through? Yes, they can. They force overtime. Livy goes down, though. Atlas finds the kill on the Mei. They're getting a couple kills here and there. This fight will decide this map. Thane gets a few. The Knights get control, but can they hold it? Can they kill this Roadhog? That's what it's going to come down to. They're pushing him back. He's getting low. They will take him down. Thane gets the kill. The Ana will go down as well. And that's the Knights taking the first map in the best of 7.
Now entering. Initiating match.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are getting into map number 2.
Yes, this is a place.
Let's see what the Knights can do. We're on King's Row. We've seen King's Row a million times. Asher is in for Livy. I thought Livy played really well there in game 1, but Asher coming in here in game 2, piloting Nakiri. All right, Snipes coming in. All right, here they come through the choke. There's the Hog. You're gonna see the Hog every game unless it gets banned. Turret mode here for Jack. Getting him low. Can they find the focus on him? Thane going out trying to punch him to death. He is low but not going to die. He will get hooked up. Thane's going to have to back up. We'll put the shield down. But we'll get shotgun down. But the Knights counter with 2 kills. But it's hard without their tank. The wall stalls some time. It's a long walk here. That dodge on the hook was huge. Wall's going in. Hook dodge once again from Atlas. Needs to survive. Jack going in with the turret, but the Hog healing is too much. And right when the reinforcements were getting there, the Knights playing too hard on point. Needed to give some space there to regroup with their team. Now they've given up the objective completely. I think it will be a cap here. Thane throwing in those diamonds. We'll get a kill, but we'll get hooked. Knights get a couple, but the point gets captured, so it's all for naught. Snipes coming in. Now we've seen the Knights struggle against the Widow before. Thane super low on health. Knights need to get set up here. Where is the rest of the squad? Hook coming through. Thane trying to do what he can, trying to survive. Ronald is down. They came around the left side, flanked the Knights. The Knights not expecting it. They take down the Hog. But will it be enough? Knights with no tank themselves. Jack trying to back up. Knights need to get formed up. Need to find these angles. So here comes the ult from Junkrat. It will grab Asher. Going into turret 1v1, but we'll lose it. The Knights staggering back on the back foot here, and we've seen this before. Knights having a hard time stopping this onslaught coming in from U-Pike. Ult online here for Asher and for Ronald Reagan. The hook though, Knights not able to find good angles against the hook. Another hook comes in. Knights losing track of the Roadhog. The Knights just not able to get a single team fight here so far. They will try to use double ult here. But Thane not tanky enough to survive. The Knights getting run over. Here comes the turret. They got 4 minutes. Can they win a single fight? Ronald Reagan finds 2. This could be the fight that Knights need. Cuts off the hook angle. The Hog will get out, but the Knights hold for now. Atlas will go down in the end. Jack gonna fire the orbital cannon. They have Hog over on the left side. They can't get anyone over there to deal with him. Alright, so the Knights, can they win another fight here? Thane getting low. He has some healing coming in, but the team behind him, and he will get pushed off the map. The Knights just not able to get a foothold on defense, and this is where this U-Pike team thrives, is on these payload maps. So the Knights now need to push the payload all the way through to tie things up and force overtime. All right. So the Knights now moving over to attack. These teams met at the first game of the season, and it went the distance. It was a best of 5, and the Knights pulled it out 3-2. But these payload maps were hard for the Knights to stop on defense. But they did decent on offense, so we should hopefully see a Knights offense here able to exploit the defense from U-Pike.
Going to save itself. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, moving in. Knights moving around the right side. Thane getting extremely low. That Junkrat doing work here with the AoE damage coming through the corridor. Knights need an answer here. All right, they're going to make their move, but Thane gets popped instantly. They do get 2 trades. Ronald Reagan grabs 2, will grab the health pack. That could be huge here for the Knights. The rest of them can live. Doesn't look like they can. Ronald Reagan at 5. Jack low, not going to be able to get out. Alright, so the Knights trying to get through this choke. Not really close to any other ultimates just yet. They will get a kill here, but Tank goes down once again. Thane just not able to survive. Here we go, Jack making his move. 2 healers are dead. Can this be the move the Knights needed? No, the hook comes in and evens things up. The Knights just not able to dodge out on those hooks. Once again, the hook finding its mark. I don't think he's missed a single hook. Knights making it too easy. Alright, the Knights need to make their move here. They gotta find a way in. They have their Lucio ult. Hook is down. They're going to drop the beat, but the Roadhog going to push them back. With Roadhog pushing him back with his ultimate. Can the Knights find a pick? Ronald Reagan will find one, but will go down to the back line. Junkrat takes down Asher once again. Knights doing damage, but they're not getting the kills. The Knights just not able to find those kills. Good retreat there from U-Pike. The Knights' attack failed once again. Hook comes in, grabs another kill. Okay, the wall saves Asher for now. But not going to save him that time. Thane extremely low, has ultimate. 30 seconds on the clock. The Knights waiting for Asher to get back alive. Okay, we're dropping ult, pushing in. Thane will get hooked. Enemy ult's getting dropped as well. Knights still not able to pick up any of these kills. Thane going deep. They will find one. Can they deal with the Hog, though? He will not die. And the Knights just not able to get the kills. So map 2 will go over to U-Pike. Will be tied up 1-1.
Play of the game.
Already jumping into map number 3. Everything tied up 1-1. See what answers the Knights have. They weren't able to stop them on King's Row.
Stay in sight, and I'll keep you safe.
Alright. So the Knight's going to come out with Thane back on the Sig. It was banned in King's Row. Asher still on the Kiri. Going to have Symmetra, Reaper, and Wu Yang. Knights have been doing well on this map, and this is their map selection after losing game 2, so we'll see how they do here. This is Push the Robot. I don't know why I can't click around. Alright, the Knights pushing up on the high ground. Jack in position here. Getting a little bit of poke damage. Doesn't have a good angle at all. They do get down the tank, so flank causing some problems for U-Pike. The Knights will take control of the fight for now. Thane cleaning one up. Knights push them back, and they will start hopefully pushing this. There's somebody contesting it. Okay, it will be the enemy Mei. We are dying here. So the Knights are pushing it, but it's not going far. They weren't able to capitalize on that one team fight as well as I would have liked. Rock gonna go in, gonna drop him to the ground, but can't quite get the finishing blow. DPS going up in the tunnel. Who's gonna deal with that? He gets a good flank and kills our backline. Knights not able to adapt to that and gonna have to back up here. So no one in the pipe for the Knights. It was too easy of a flank there for the Sojourn.
We need to catch up to them.
Alright, Knights going through. Gonna make their move. Atlas goes down quick before the fight even really starts. We do have ultimate here, but it's a 4v5 at the moment. Ronald Reagan goes down as well. Wu Yang out of the picture. They get both healers down for the enemy, but Thane with no way to keep him alive. Jack in the mix, but Knights get the healers, but not able to take down the front line of U-Pike. And this is the story of this series. U-Pike rely on their tank player and on their DPS. Knights need to find an angle in. Alright, they're going to try to beam him. Jack going in. Going for the back line. Gives a lot of damage in. They'll drop one, they'll drop two. He'll ulti. Can he finish him off? Yes! 3 kills come in. The Knights take the fight, but they got a ways to go. They got to push this robot back. They got to win a fight on the offensive end now. That was a big push there for U-Pike. Can the Knights win a fight on the enemy side of the map? Knights doing some damage. No one dead just yet. Here comes the attack, though. Atlas goes down once again. The Symmetra pick doesn't seem to be paying off. The Knights don't have enough long range to really get anything going. So they got to find a way to get some kills before they get in close, and they can't do that with this current lineup. Boulder gonna go in. They can't quite focus him down. Asher gonna heal up the tank, but 2 drop, 3 drop, and the Knights all dying. They get 2 in retaliation, but Thane gonna go down here, can't quite keep him alive. And the aggression from U-Pike really exposing the Knight. Alright, the Knights need to... Alright, they're going to TP in. It gets destroyed, but we'll get through. Jack looking for an angle, not going to be able to find it just yet. The Knights get counter-ulted. They need to kill that Sojourn. Jack doing what he can, trying to get the shots in, but the Knights falling one by one and now just trying to stall out for the respawns, but I don't think they're coming. They got a touch, can't quite touch, and this is looking like the third map gonna go over. Ult coming in from Thane, but not in time. The Knights drop map 3. We'll be back in a second with map 4.
Play of the game. jungle.
All right, here we are, map number 4. Knights down 2-1. They banned the Roadhog, so there'll be no Roadhog this map. Atlas back on the Sojourn. We haven't seen this since early on in the season. On Junkertown.
Could the volume increase? Really? You're a fan of my too? Of course.
So Knights just looking somewhat uncoordinated there on that last map. We'll see if they can get it back here. Starting out on defense. Can they find good angles? They've been hitting their shots decently enough, but we got Lucio back for your boy Ronald Reagan. Okay, Hazard coming out. The Knights get picked off instantly. And that's what we don't want to see. Not able to play good angles at all. Peeking those long angles means instant death. Jack is behind him. See if he can do anything from this angle. Trying to... Fortunately, when you die that fast, the payload doesn't get pushed that far. They both find Kiri. Jack still looking, gonna make his move now, gonna look for that Zen. Oh, but will get instantly exploded by the Junkrat. 2 kills come in for Atlas, though. The Knights retaliate with a decent fight here and retake the ground. Knights going to retake this first choke, which I don't know that this is the best thing to do. This is where we got obliterated from. There's Sojourn right in our face, but we're not able to deal with him. We'll get him there, but Jack will get traded. Ronald Reagan goes too aggressive, goes down. Asher wins the Kiriko battle. Playing inside this building, not good against that chunk. Boulder goes wide, Thane backing up. Alright, where's the respawns coming in from the Knights? Thane holding it down. Trying to push them back. Knights need to go for the fight here. The Knights just losing their fights. Was close. Jack trying to salvage it. Ronald Reagan living as long as he can, but will drop as well. So this first point gonna get captured here. The Knights just losing the fight. Alright, so we're gonna try to hold this high ground here. Of our Sojourn ult. But just get diffed by the enemy Sojourn. Hazard up behind us, shooting us in the back. Knights too far pushed up, get surrounded, get taken out, get pushed off the high ground. Not hitting their shots. Here comes the ulti. Knights have some buttons to work with, but not able to get their footing. We saw this on the King's Row map as well. They're a little bit too slow to pull the trigger. lot of ground. They're gonna push back into this hole. They gotta get some high ground. They gotta get some kills. They're gonna try to kill the enemy tank, but he's too elusive. They're not able to deal with it. Can't get any of these kills. Jack shooting, has ulti, gonna use it, gonna die. Thane will grab one. Rock comes in, cannot get the kill yet. The Knights not able to win these fights, need to find an answer. We still have that ult here for Atlas.
Might have to adjust my approach. This ends now.
Ulti not finding much value. Still no kills coming in here for the Knights. Playing on the low ground. Feel like they've just been on the back foot this entire fight. Oh, can't quite find the Sojourn 1v1. Atlas will drop. Knights have respawns really close. If they can ever get a kill, they need to find a kill. They cannot find any kills. Thane is touching point, but he might get bashed off. He's getting low on health, trying to survive, playing his life. They still haven't killed anybody, though. The Knights need to find a way to kill someone. You can live as long as you want, but if you can't kill him, it doesn't matter. Thane will drop. So the Knights will switch over to attack. Let's see if they can push. Alright, switching over to attack. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I think they're starting to find their aim there towards the end, but the Knights just not able to focus fire, not able to find the kills that they needed.
Perhaps you know they're a massive force. A lot more firepower than a gang of kids.
You're seeing deaths on the other side. 3 enemies with only 1 death. Not able to kill the tank hardly at all. So can the Knights push it all the way and tie things up, force overtime? Alright. Ronald Reagan goes down. Thane goes down as well. Jack trying to find the kill. Alright, Jack hiding behind the payload, getting some push. Whoa. They have guns. Atlas, though, finds the kill on the enemy Sojourn. That could be the opening the Knights need to push forward. Whoa! Kiriko in the back. Can they find the kill? They will find it, but they'll lose 2 to the junk. Jack's still alive. Gonna push this Junkrat, but he will get exploded for his trouble.
Hitting the ground running.
Alright. Thane poking him with his Nerf balls. Jack getting pushed. Knights with no good angles right now. Need to find something. They're going to move around the left, it looks like. Atlas finds one, but Jack dies. in retaliation. Ronald gonna push up on him. There we go. Atlas finds another one. Atlas starting to find his aim. He's been playing too much Mei. Finally has his aim back. Ult comes in. Can we keep our tank alive? It looks like we might for now. Knights need to finish off this fight. Don't know that they can. Gonna TP in. Knights have taken the high ground for now. They need to get more kills. Atlas goes down. Okay, we get the kill there. Pushing them back. Nice. Knights find the fight. Might be able to score this checkpoint before the enemy gets back. Finally a good fight from the Knights. Exactly what we've been looking for. Alright, we got the checkpoint, so that's huge here. So this fight, not going to do too much. The Knights are going to respawn right here. So just going to get some extra stagger there and get this payload pushing once again. Can they get this bridge control here? 2 kills coming in for the Kiriko, though. The Kiri being a nightmare here for the Knights. Haven't quite found an answer for it just yet. Atlas shooting from afar. Knights slow working the payload. 3 minutes on the clock. I want to see him make a move here. But Jack goes down. Asher goes down as well. Alright, so the Knight's going to regroup here, but we lose Atlas quick. Can we get the Kiri kill? She will get out of there. Here goes Jack going in. We'll find one. Going to teleport up to the high ground and push him off. Pushing back the Sojourn. Has to reload. Just going to grab some new guns. That guy's stuck on a wall. Jack looking for more. Jack finds another one. The Knights push them back. Looking for another one. Jack killing them all. The Knights finally finding their rhythm. Huge push, good fight, but this last part is the hardest part to score. Okay, the Knights need to slow work this. There we go, good kill. They got the Kiri. Starting to adapt to the enemy playstyle. Asher will go down to the 500th time to the tire. Okay, they switched over to Orisa. So Upike switching up their comp here. Jack though, still doing well. Finds the Sojourn kill. Boulder going in. Kiriko goes down. The Knights still pushing well. Can they find the kills? Yes, the Knights are finding the kills. They're pushing hard. They got them back to their spawn. We're throwing boulders into their spawn. And the Knights will tie it up. Great turnaround there from the defense. Great round there from the Knights. Everything tied up, so both teams have 2 minutes to push it as far as they can. Alright, the Knights starting off on attack. I like this. Should still have the momentum that they had from that last push. Took a while for them to get their feet under them, but once they did, they couldn't be stopped.
If we do this right, they won't even know it happened.
All right, the enemy's AFK. Knights pushing up, trying to find what the enemy's running. Jack pushing on the right. Will push them back, but has he pushed too far? Lucio's there with him, but Lucio might be in too deep. Knights getting some push, but they'll lose the flank fight. They went too aggressive on the flank. Gonna have to wait for the respawn. Luckily, there's enough time where they should be able to get another fight in. Gotta find a kill though. Atlas very low on health. Minute on the clock. Knights need to find a kill here. Knights getting bottlenecked here at the choke point. Ronald Reagan going in up top. Boulder gonna go wide. Thane being pulled across the map, trying to deal with the Kiri, trying to deal with everything. They're gonna trade in kills. Could favor the Knights if they can get back, but Thane goes down. Jack going in with his shotguns. 30 seconds on the clock. The Knights need to push it further than this. They got to get some ultimates online. Oh, so close. Jack going up top. Will get low, but not die. Ult coming in. Knights need to find some kills, though. Asher goes down. The Knights just not able to find any kills. The ulti comes in from Thane, but it's too little too late, and the Knights will push it for 60 meters. So they're going to have to really lock it down here on defense. Knights just missing their shots there down the line. So it's going to be a hold here. Knights need a miracle hold here to tie things up 2-2 in the best of 7.
Now we're talking. How's that sound there? Hanging there. Listened to your album the other day.
Oh, did you like it?
Not sure there was enough bass. I could almost hear the other sounds.
I'll crank it up next time.
Over there.
How did you become so miserable?
What do you
All right. Knights setting up their defense.
But I love being Overwatch.
Last time they were on defense, there was 2 early picks right out the gate. So hopefully they don't let that happen again. Okay, Boulder gonna go wide. They will find a kill on the Kiriko. Jack might find 2 and will find 2. We lost our tank. This is not good for the Knights. They need to find a kill here. They will. But here comes the reinforcements from U-Pike. Their tank is a year away. Knight's got to stall. Freeze coming in. They're trying to focus down C-Dub, and they will. Thane is back. Will hit the boulder. Can they get these kills? They're low. Knight's cleaning them up. Can they get the May kill here? So Knight's find another one fight, but 50 seconds left. Still plenty of time. Need to find some ultimates. Need to win this next fight. Pick would be huge. Here comes the attack. Knight's backing up. Can they find the kill on C-Dub? Not quite. They will hit the rock! Thane hits the rock, and that's huge! That's one down! Can they get the May? Ult coming in. The Knights find another one. The Lucio ult isn't enough to keep them alive. They're surviving for now. They're killing. The Knights are holding. 2 seconds on the clock. 1 second on the clock. It's overtime. The Knights have to stop them. The Knights need a hold, and they'll hold them. The Knights will tie it up 2-2.
Welcome to Samoa.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, moving into map 4, everything tied up 2-2. Knights with a heroic defensive stand. It's back on domination, so this is going to be a best of 3 inside this map. This is Samoa.
Weather report. Lots of sun.
Knights looking to run. So Reaper was banned here, so Jack not going to get his Reaper. We'll switch over to the Bastion here for this map. Could be a good ban if the Knights end up dropping this map, but we'll see. Historically, the Knights pretty good on domination.
Round 1. Capture an objective.
There they are. Enemy here. Enemy over here.
Okay, so the Knights poking, getting up on the bridge. Rock gonna hit the wall, not ideal. Lucio in deep. Atlas will go down, so the Knights give up the first kill. Can they get a retaliatory kill? It's close, yes they can. So both teams down to DPS. We're getting frozen. They need some help. Trying to kill that Mei. Thane doing a lot of damage, but not able to get any kills at 19 health. Needs some teammates, needs a heal. Oh, will go down in the end. Knights almost cap it.
I think we're outnumbered.
It was a close fight, but the healing just not there for the Knights. Weren't able to finish off those kills, and Thane did. I feel like Thane did so much there, but just couldn't get those kills finished off. All right, so now the Knights, a little bit of urgency needed here now that they're collecting percent. Gonna try to keep Thane alive, but he'll die once again. Beat was up, but Knights lose the fight before they can even try to use cooldowns. Alright, Knights getting pushed back here. Alright, we'll find the Kiri. But they lose 2 to the Sojourn. Beat is up, but I don't know if they want to use it down. Knights gonna make their move. Beat coming in. Double support ult here for the Knights. It's a fight they need to win. They get CC'd. They get caught up in this corridor. They will kill the enemy tank. Can they get anything else? Ronald Reagan going deep but not able to get the kill. Thane in the thick of it, but backing up. I don't know what's going on there. The Knights playing slow. I thought that was free. There we go. The snipe coming in from Thane. So they will start getting percent. Alright, Knights need to be ready with their ultimates. Bastion gonna go into turret mode. Needs to get healed up. Gonna try to find one through here. Ronald Reagan will go down. Ult coming out. Atlas gonna ice block. Gonna save his ult here though. Once again, the Knights on the back foot of the ult battle. Not using their ults aggressively. round one over. The Knights just too slow to use their buttons.
Everyone, stick together. We can do this.
Alright, so the Knights down 0-1 here, the best of 3 for map 5. Let's see what's going on the scoreboard.
And we might get out alive.
Good Knights pushing forward. They get flanked. Anders is low. Can he get out? No. I haven't seen the Knights play this angle before. You try to get some damage and they need to find some kills. This has been a struggle with the Knights is finishing off these kills. They don't have that Reaper that we saw Jack on the last map. We'll find that one with the grenade. That could be the opening the Knights need. Going into wheels. But just gets taken down by the Sojourn. Sojourn takes them down. Knights lose the fight. So they're going to try going around the right this time. High ground's a little bit tough against the Sojourn. They will find the pick on the Kiri. Jack getting super low, but will get healed up. Thane getting super low. Can they keep Thane alive? Shield comes in. Thane lives for now, but Ronald Reagan goes down.
This ends now.
Kills getting traded back and forth. The Knights on the back foot. They're losing the fight. Thane's gonna go down. Not able to win that fight. Thane about to get old though. So can they be patient here, wait for these ults? You gotta try to use, you don't really want to use all of them, but you might have to. Ronald Reagan dies once again, going in too deep maybe. Thane goes down. The Knights losing the fight. Thane has ult. Not going to use it here. The Knights just not able to find an angle. And they'll drop map 5 and go down 3-2. U-Pike going to be on match point.
Play of the game.
And you thought I was less. Traveling to Icon.
Alright, here we are, map.
If we do this
Map
right, the
6?
only thing that'll happen.
Map 6. Knights down 3-2 in the best of 7. Need to win this to force a game 7. Atlas going over to the Ash.
You must be fun at parties.
I don't go to parties.
Yeah, that makes sense. You'd have to be invited first.
Alright, Knights starting out on defense here. Defense has been weak. We saw it good, though, in overtime. So we'll see if they can do something similar here. We're going to find an early pick onto 7-6. Hazard. Find the kill on the Mercy. Jack finding that one. Asher going aggressive here. Jack goes down. 76 getting around the right. Knights had a good hold, but let him through. Boulder coming in. Jacob finds 2 kills, though. Ronald Reagan counters it with 1, but the Knights down players here. They'll give up the point. So the Knights had a good defense there. I don't know what happened. Couldn't keep everybody alive after getting those kills. Ronald Reagan goes down. Wish we had our dynamite, but we don't. Atlas dealing with Nikiri. We'll shoot her off the ledge. Jack goes down. Soldier moving around the right side. Atlas goes down. Enemies are low. Ronald Reagan going in trying to clean it up. They'll grab a couple kills. Ronald Reagan cleaning up Atlas's work. Can they get the Junkrat? Yes, they can. Can the Knights reset up? Fane on the low ground. Gonna try to get to the staircase.
Not bad.
Bob available. We have ultimates. Knights need to use them before the enemy uses theirs. Asher will find the 1v1 against Akiriko. 4v5. Jack going in, but he steps on a trap. Saw the ult angle. Boulder gonna hit the Junkrat, but where's the DPS follow-up? 1 HP. Thane will find the kill, but the Knight's backline getting slaughtered. Asher falls off the map. Thane in a 1v4 here. The Knights find some kills, but then, once again, not able to be positioned. Pain getting back to the fight, has ultimate, gonna use it here. But will drop. The Knights, this is what we've seen. Once they get on this defensive stagger, they're not able to find a foothold.
I don't give up that easy.
Alright, shots going back and forth. Going in with Kiri ult. Knight's just not finding enough damage on the back line. Knights will kill the Kiri, but they'll lose Jack for it. Atlas trying to find some damage, trying to freeze him. Another failed fight from the Knights. Nate's still holding it down. Gonna need some teammates here. Going in, not gonna find anything. Here comes the Junkrat ult, gonna try to clear him out. We'll find two with it. Nate's still fighting, but he will drop as well. So they're gonna push it all the way once again, and the Knights are gonna be in another needing to force overtime situation. Knights had a couple good fights, but the setup after the fight was really the problem. Not able to set up and be ready for that next fight. Getting a little bit too eager after getting a pick.
They have us coming, so let's give it to them.
Alright, looks like we're going with the Symmetra.
It's Dr. Bo7.
Knight's backs are against the wall, but didn't like this before. Alright, out of the gate are the Knights. Moving over to the right. Alright, they saw the Symmetra. They're going to know the TP is coming. Going through the TP. Knights get on point. They hit a boulder. Can they find any of these kills? Mercy goes down. Knights take the fight and start capping. Kiri trying to stall. Alright, so good initial attack here from the Knights. Alright, TP's up. Ronald Reagan goes down early though. Displacement interrupts. Boulder aim. Coming back through the portal is Thade. Getting low. Die to a trap. Knights losing their lives here. Alright, so the Knights stalled out. There we go. Kill coming in from Asher. They get killed going through the portal though. Jack able to find the Junkrat. Knight's still pushing the payload, but they lose the fight. Jack in the thick of it. Alright, Knights need to form up an attack here. Alright, they're going inside. I like this. Junkrat ult coming in. Atlas doing a lot of damage. We'll kill one. Alright. We have both support ults. See if the Knights can use them here. They gotta get closer to the enemy. They're gonna TP right up into the Junkrat. Die instantly, but still use our support ults. See if we can salvage this fight. Knights are kind of flipping the whole situation here. They will get one. Knights using all their buttons. They need to win this fight. Asher's still alive, but will die there. Thane getting very low. Jack still alive. Thane jumps out of his shield. Jack trying to finish them off. Does kill 3 in the end. Going back on point, so the Knights do win the fight, but it's a bloody one. It's a close one. Trying to keep the payload on the move. Thane getting pushed off the point. 2 minutes still on the clock here for the Knights, but don't want to let the enemy get set up and have to retake this whole castle. Alright, they're going to TP up to the left. Jack trying to take down the tank. Fade out, look for a different angle. Does find the kill. Thane with ultimate here, minute 20 on the clock. Gonna drop it. We'll slam down one. We'll hit the boulder on 2. Alright, they kill the Cassidy, they have him on the back foot. Can the Knights push through? They drop one off the map. Knights need to be ready for the touch. They need to keep this cart rolling. Here comes the Lucio, but he will die instantly. Free kill once again. Alright, the Knights need to keep this push alive. Ronald Reagan has beat. Can the Knights keep him on the back foot? Okay, we're going to lose Jack. We're going to ult. Need to find some kills. Jack's dead. They won't have that extra DPS. Pushing through, trying to find the kill on the tank. Knight's just not able to find kills, and with Jack down. A little bit too preemptive on the trigger pull there. After losing a DPS, the Knights need to be patient. They throw all their buttons down and don't get anything for it. Alright, Knights need an angle here. Ult goes down. Alright, here comes the ult from Thane. We'll get one. Ronald Reagan goes down though. Check trying to find an angle, can't quite find it. Thane doing a lot of work here. Knights just can't finish off the kills. Knights are close, but just can't find those final blows on the enemy team. Seconds on the clock. The Knights have to make a push here. Oh, the Knights get picked right off the bat. Not able to find the fight they want. 5 seconds. This is going to be it. The Knights aren't able to force overtime. And that'll be the game and the series. U-Pike takes it 4-2. The Knights, valiant effort, but in the end, not able to close out. So it was a good season for the Knights. Second place here in conference. Be a lot of national points trying to qualify there for the spring tournament. All right, we thank you guys for being here. We'll catch you in the